Chapter 8 The Bounty. With name of the God, the Almighty, the Merciful. They ask you over the bounty. Say, the bounty to God and the messengers. So fear the God and right with between yourselves, and obey the God and His messengers, if you be believers. Surely what the believers, those when reminded of the God, shake their hearts, and when read over them His signs, adds them faith, and over their Lord they trust. Those, they make constant the prayer, and from what we sustain them, they spend. Those, they the believers true, to them ranks with their Lord, and forgiveness, and sustenance honored. Like what took you out, your Lord, from your home with the truth, and surely a group from the believers to be hating. They disputed you in the truth afterward clarified, like surely what they, marching to the death, and they looking. And behold, He promised you, the God, one of the two parties, surely she to you, and you wanted, surely other than with the weapons, she be to you. And He wanted, the God, that He make true the truth with His words, and He cut backs of the rejectors. To His making true the truth, and His wronging the wrong, and if hate the sinners. Behold, you asked blessing of your Lord, so answered to you, surely I will add you with 1,000 from the angels turned, and not made it the God, except information, and to your surely calming with it your hearts, and not the help, except from within the God, surely the God mighty, wise. Behold, He covered you the calmness, security from Him, and He sent down over you from the heaven fluid, to His cleansing you with it, and He took away over you destruction of the Satan, and to His strengthening over your hearts, and His strengthening with it the feet. Behold, He inspired your Lord to the angels. Surely I with you, but strengthen those who believe. Soon I will throw in hearts of those who reject the terror. So strike above the necks, and strike from them all fingers. That, with surety they resist the God and His messengers. And one, he resists the God and His messengers, but surely the God severe the end. That to you but taste it, and surely to the rejectors punishment of the fire. O you, those who believe, when you meet those who reject violently, but don't you turn to them the backs. And one, he turns to them during that day his back, except strategy to fight or moving to a troop, but has attracted with anger from the God, and his abode hell, and bad the end. But not you kill them, and but surely the God kills them, and not you through, behold, you through, and but surely the God through, and to his trying the believers from himself a trial good. Surely the God listens, knowledgeable. That to you, and surely the God makes lowly plan of the rejectors. If you asked an opening, but has come to you the opening, and if you stop, but it better to you, and if you turn back, we will return, and not self-sufficient over you, your troop a thing, and if many, and surely the God with the believers. O you, those who believe, obey the God and his messenger, and don't you turn away over him, and you listening. And don't you be like those who say, we listen, and not they listen. Surely evil the creatures with the God, the deaf, the dumb, those not they understand. And if knew the God in them good, to be making them listen, and if they listened, to be turning away, and they turned. O you, those who believe, strive answering to God and to the messengers, when you call to what it gives you life, and know surely the God, he comes between the one and his heart, and surely to him you will be gathered. And fear trial, not she surely brought those who wrong from you exclusively, and know surely the God severe the end. And remember, behold, you were few, weak in the earth, you feared that they stomp you, the mankind, but secured you and strengthened you with his help, and sustained you from the good. Maybe you thank. O you, those who believe, don't you betray the God and the messengers, and you betray your safekeeps, and you knowing. And know surely what your wealth and your children trials, and surely the God with him reward great. O you, those who believe, if you fear the God, he will make to you a balance, and he will reject over you your evils, and he will forgive to you, and the God with the grace, the great. And behold, they plotted with you, those who reject, to their being strong with you, or their killing you, or their exiling you. And they plotted, and he plotted, the God, and the God better of the plotters. And when you read over them our signs, they say, have we heard, if we wished, to our saying example of this, if this except writings of the first. And behold, they say, the God of them, if is this, it the truth from within you, but rain over us stones from the heaven, or bring us with punishment grievous. And not is the God to his punishing them, and you in them. And not is the God to be punishing them, and they ask forgiveness. And what to them, surely not he punish them, the God, and they they stop over the mosque, the sanctified, and not they are its protectors. If its protectors accept the pious, and but surely most of them not they know. And not is there prayer within the house, except calling and wailing. So taste the punishment with what you rejecting. Surely those who reject, they spend their wealth to their stopping over path of the God. But soon they will spend it, then it will be over them woes, then they will be overcome. And those who reject, to hell they will be gathered. To his sorting out, the God, the wicked from the good, and his making the wicked, some of it over other, but his putting it together, all together, but his making it in hell. Those, they the losers. Say to those who reject, if they stop, he will forgive to them what has passed. And if they return, but have passed methods of the first, and fight them till not she be trial, and it be the way, all of it, to God. But if they stop, but surely the God with what they do watches. And if they turn, but know surely the God, your protector, blessed the protector, and blessed the helper. And know surely what you bounty from a thing, but surely to God a fifth of it, and to the messengers, and to with the closeness, and the orphans, and the poor, and on the path, if you be, you believing with the God, and what we sent down over our servant, day of the balance, day of the meeting of the two gatherings, and the God over everything powerful. Behold, you were with the valley of the world, and they with the valley, the far, and the riding lower from you. And if you promised, to your deferring in the promise, and but to his deciding, the God, a command, was to be fulfilled. To his destroying one destroyed, over clarity, and his giving life one who lived, over clarity, and surely the God to be listening, knowledgeable. Behold, he showed you them, the God, in your sleep few, and if showed you them many, to your slipping, and to your discussing in the command, and but surely the God made whole, surely he knowledgeable with the chests. And behold, he showed you them, behold, you met in your eyes few, and he made you few in their eyes. To his deciding, the God, a command was to be fulfilled, and to the God return the commands. O you, those who believe, when you meet a troop, but be strong, and remember the God much, maybe you prosper, and obey the God and his messengers, and don't you discuss, but you will slip, and will go away your glory, and be patient, surely the God with the patient. And don't you be like those who went out from their homes wronging, and seen of the mankind, and they stopped over path of the God, and the God with what they do encompasses. And behold, beautified to them the Satan, their deeds. And he said, No overcoming to you the day from the mankind, and surely I moving to you. But when saw the two troops, ran back over his heels, and he said, Surely I free from you, surely I see what not you see, surely I fear the God, and the God severe the end. Behold, they said, the hypocrites, and those in their hearts' disease, deceives these their way, and one he trusts over the God, but surely the God mighty, wise. And if you saw, behold, they take away those who reject the angels, they strike their faces and their backs, and they taste punishment, the burning. That with what sent forth your hands, and surely the God, not with wrongdoing to the servants. Like creatures of family of Pharaoh, and those from before them, they rejected with signs of the God, but grabbed them the God with their crimes. Surely the God forceful, severe, the end. That with surety the God, not he be changing a favor, favors her over a people, till they change what with their souls. And surely the God listens, knowledgeable. Like creatures of family of Pharaoh, and those from before them, they falsified with signs of their Lord, so we destroyed them with their crimes. And we drowned family of Pharaoh, and all they were wrongdoers. Surely evil the creatures with the God, those who reject, but they, not they believe. Those they promise you from them, then they break their promises in every occasion, and they, not they fear. But of what you surely capture them in the war, but be severe with them, those behind them, maybe they surely remember. And of what you surely fear from people betrayal, but send to them over evenness, surely the God, not he loves the treasonous. And don't they surely think, those who reject, they will overtake, surely they, not will they escape. And prepare to them what you capable from force, and from strength of the runners, you making revere with it, enemies of the God, and your enemies, and others from other than them, not you know them, the God, he knows them. And not you spend from a thing in path of the God, he completes to you, and you are, not you wronged. And if they incline to the peace, but incline to her, and trust over the God, surely he the listener, the knowledgeable. And if they want that they deceive you, but surely your account, the God, he the one who strengthens you with his help, and with the believers, and makes closeness between their hearts. If you spent what in the earth altogether, not you make closeness between their hearts. And but surely the God makes closeness between them. Surely he mighty, wise. O you, the prophet, your account the God, and one who follows you from the believers. O you, the prophet, stir the believers over the fight, If they be from you 20 patient, they will overcome 200. And if they be from you 100, they will overcome 1,000 from those who reject. With surety they people, not they comprehend. Now light the God over you, and knows surely in you weakness. So if they be from you 100 patient, they will overcome 200. And if they be from you 1,000, they will overcome 2,000 with will of the God, and the God with the patient. Not is to profit that they be to him refugees, till he subdues in the earth. You want turning of the world, and the God, he wants the hereafter, and the God mighty, wise. If not written from the God overtaken, to be touching you in what you took, punishment great. But eat from what you bountied, allowed good, and fear the God. Surely the God forgives, merciful. O you, the prophet, say to those in your hands from the refugees, if he knows the God in your heart's good, he will bring you better from what I took from you, and he will forgive to you, and the God forgiving, merciful. And if they want betraying you, but have they betrayed the God from before, but will establish from them, and the God knowledgeable, wise. Surely those who believe, and they immigrate, and they struggle with their wealth and their souls in path of the God, and those who protect and they help, those, some of them protectors of others, and those who believe, and not they immigrate, not to you from their protection from a thing, till they immigrate. And if they ask you help in the way, but over you the helping, except over people, between you and between them a pact, and the God with what you do watches. And those who reject, some of them protectors of others, except you do it, she be trial in the earth and war great. And those who believe, and they immigrate, and they struggle in path of the God, and those who protect and they help, those, they the believers true, to them forgiveness and sustenance honored. And those who believe from after, and they immigrate, and they struggle with you, but those from you, and those with the wombs, some of them first, with others, in book of the God. Surely the God with everything knowledgeable.